Hey everyone, welcome in. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about relationships, something all of you can relate to. We all have relationships, whether that be friends, spouses, business. It's all about relationships. Everyone has relationships. Now, I want you to take a moment here and think about the most impactful relationships in your life, be that special friend, that peer, that your spouse, whomever. Think about the very best relationships. Okay, so check this out. I've been married. We have been married. It's not just me. We've been married for 28 years. Think about that. 28 years. We'll let you guys in on a little bit of relationship advice and just from Ronell's 2 cents. Let me tell you, when I knew over 28 years ago, or when I felt like that she and I were compatible, let me tell you when. It was after an argument. After an argument, after a disagreement, and the fact that we were able to come back together and to work through that. You see, the very best relationships in life, your very best relationships are go through a trial by fire, meaning that there was trauma, there was friction, there was something that there was some sort of turning point where you and that person had to work through something together. And that created a strong bond. So think about this. If that's the case, if we understand that, and I'm assuming you guys all understand that now, right? We're all on the same page. You all understand that relationships are born, the best relationships are born through friction, through trauma, through difficulty. They're earned. Why is it that we run away from difficulty in business? Why is it that our problem customers are problem customers? Why is it that you don't answer the phone when that customer's calling? Why is it? And, oh, I'm sorry, not you, everybody else, not you, because you do every single time, right? Every single time, right? Listen, if that were the case, there weren't these stereotypes about sales people and business people wouldn't exist, right? Because we'd all just take care of the issues. We'd take care of our customers, but we don't. Why? Let me help you to understand why it's in your best interest to. Not just because it's the right thing to do. You guys have heard me say this many, many times before. I don't trust people to do the right thing. I trust them to do what's in their best interest and has the least amount of friction. That combination. So let's talk about your problem customers. And I'm going to talk about them in sharing a brief story that I shared on LinkedIn today about yours truly. So I have a gentleman that owns a business that's been doing my custom car work for almost 20 years. Never had any problems. Good guy, fair exchange. It's nice, does good work. I pay for the work. Fair exchange. I'm a happy customer. That's good, right? Well, it's good until I had a problem. So I took my vehicle in a couple weeks ago, and um, one of his guys made a mistake in putting the caliper back on. Long story short, resulted in about $1,400 worth of damage. Ugh, that sucks, right? Like we've had everything go well for almost 20 years in this one issue, and it's $1,400 worth of damage. So I reach out to him, say, "Hey, man, this is what's going on, and it sucks. It sucked for me. Think about this. Do you think your customers want problems? Do you think can we have a little empathy first there? Like your customer doesn't want to reach out to you for a problem. It sucks for them as much as it sucks for you. But you know what Ron's response was? This is my guy. He said, "I got you. I'm going to take care of it." Long story short, he did. He reimbursed me for it. Now, here's the story behind the story. Ron has been a partner in another business for a very long time, and that's where I was taking my vehicles. And Ron recently went out 100% on his own, and so that $1,400, that's real money. Not only is it real money, it wipes out not only all the profit that he made from the work that he did with me, but put him in the hole. But he didn't hesitate. And let me tell you why that was the right decision. It wasn't the right decision just because it was the right thing to do, which it was the right thing to do. What did I tell you guys at the beginning of this? I trust people to do what's in their best interest and as least friction. Now, that doesn't mean that clearly a lot of y'all do things we all pick and choose when we do things for the right reason. But I like to connect people with why it's the best thing for them to do, because that actually changes behavior at mass. In business, we all, if you're interested in having a successful business, should be in the advocate business. Being in an advocate business means that you are gaining advocates for your business. And those advocates, they will market for you, they will promote for you, they will sell for you. But let me be clear, a happy customer is not an advocate. A happy customer is not an advocate. It takes an extraordinary experience. It takes an emotional experience to create an advocate out of someone. And a happy customer is a happy customer. That's what you want, and that's great. You want those. But if you want an explosive business, if you want to break records, you have to build advocates, and you build advocates through extraordinary experiences and actions. That means that you're doing more than the other person. You're doing more than the competition, than just giving a fair deal and smiling. You got to do more. So while in the short term, this particular scenario that I'm giving you, it's not great for Ron, cash flow. But in the long term, what he did was built an advocate, not just a happy customer, someone that will promote for him, someone that will market for him, and someone that will sell for him, like I'm doing right now. So this is how you need to think about your problem customers. Let's reframe that. When someone is in the midst of a problem, an issue, a concern, the nerves are raw, it's intense. Pain sucks. Pain's a great motivator. Now, if you can alleviate that pain, if you can get rid of that pain, that is an emotional trigger unlike any other. And that is an extraordinary experience. So this is why when you have a problem customer, you shouldn't be running from it. You should get excited about it. You should get excited about the opportunity to prove that you are who you said you were. Number one. And number two, you should see there's a rainbow at the end of that storm. When you come through for that customer, not only will they advocate for you, but you can activate them as an advocate. Like I teach my clients on how to build referral processes. So that loss in the short term ends up becoming the opportunity for massive gain in the long term. That's what I want you guys to think about today. How relationships are built, how the best relationships are built, and how your problem customers are your biggest opportunity for long-term success. Hope you guys enjoyed that little story. And more importantly, get the lesson and apply it to your business. Listen, it is the 1st of May. I've just completed contracts on 2 clients. Great results for these guys, but our contracts are up. These ended at the end of the month, and so I've got a couple of slots that are open. I've got time. So if your company is in needing sales strategy, channel strategy, education, and development, you need to train up your sales folks. You need to train up your partners. I'm your guy. You need strategy to align your sales and marketing. I'm your guy. But don't wait, because I anticipate those slots will be filled up, hopefully sooner than later. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this, make sure you share it. You like it, you comment, let other people know, and subscribe. If you aren't already a subscriber to my Substack, do that. All right. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Have a great week. Make it a great week. Let's go out there and crush it.